Hey Sages, happy August. I hope you guys had an amazing July and you definitely benefited from Jupiter going direct. So last month, what I was doing is I was getting everybody to comment their birthday, like birth time, date, and location, and I was letting you know exactly where Jupiter was giving you the most luck in your an area of your life, okay? Um, Going forward, I definitely want to do that again because that was awesome and I received so much energizing, positive energy that just has got me so charged up. So I want more. What I'm going to do now is I am going to please post your birthday. I'll let you know where Jupiter is hitting an area of your life if I haven't already let you know before, because Jupiter does stay in a sign for a little bit. So if I already let you know last month, then you don't need to re-comment for Jupiter. But if you want to know where Mercury is retrograding in your chart, let me know because Mercury retrograde affects everybody, unless you're born with Mercury retrograde, in which this will be a heightened time, but that's something I'll also let you know. But Mercury retrograde is pretty much, it's the time when you don't make any major purchases. Communication is messed. Like it is just so hard to get a lock on people when it comes to communicating with them. And it's like I said, no major purchases, especially when it comes to technology. I will also let you know where the sun is hitting your chart, and where the sun is hitting your chart is where it's time to really spotlight and put some focus in that area of your life. Okay. So please comment below with your birth time, date, and location, and I will let you know exactly where Mercury retrograde is going to be causing you some issues, so you can be cognizant and be prepared in that area of your life specifically. And I will also let you know where the sun is hitting your chart, and the sun is where you can just put a lot more attention and focus in that area, so you can really get the full benefit. You can also email me at beyondyoursunsign@gmail.com. I'm currently offering life purpose reports, and in those life purpose reports, I detail your astrology, numerology, personalities. So what makes your heart sing, where your emotions are, where your love is, what you enjoy doing, and then also your life path. So that's using numerology, and your life path pretty much tells you what you already know, but it's just reminding you and validating that if you're on a specific path and you feel like that's the path you should be taking, to hear it from a complete stranger, it's really empowering because you're and liberating because you're like, oh, okay, this random Beyond Your Sun sign said that I am an entrepreneur, and I felt like an entrepreneur my entire life, but nobody has validated that for me. So, like I said, send me an email. Those life purpose reports also come with a personalized tarot video, and in that video, we just dive a little bit deeper and we use the messages from your subconscious to kind of just wake you up a little bit, okay? So, I'm looking forward to talking to you guys, and I will get started on the Sagittarius August 2017 reading. Sagittarius, August 2017. Okay, you guys are doing well right now. Still spending some time alone, but in a heightened spot. Really doing the chameleon right now. Really kind of blending in when it comes to who you are. So when I say who you are, I mean your sacral chakra is what's really screaming out to me. So Sages are really trying to figure out who they are right now, especially with the new beginning energy that we have being 2017, a new year. Yeah, what are you guys up to? You guys want to start something new? You guys want to get on your proper path? You've been chameleoning too long, and it's time to just shed the old skin and get going. Okay. Some other low vibe, a lot of confusion over this, a lot of confusion over some of the negative thoughts that have been going on. A lot of confusion because you're like, I'm an optimistic person. I'm a freaking Sag. Why am I so frustrated and confused over all of these low vibe thoughts? Okay. It's really about getting grounded. It's really about getting grounded. Okay, Sag, because Jupiter going direct has really energized you guys a lot. It's really about getting grounded and getting focused on being grounded and being empowered, and then creating from there. And then creating something from there, okay? but you have to get your balance. You have to get grounded, get focused, and get balance. I know it's summer right now and it's hard to really get that resolve, but September will be right around the corner. And September is going to bring a lot of new beginnings, a lot of heavy energy. September is going to be intense. And like I commented on some of your guys' comments last month, what you can expect based on numerology come September, because September is the peak of that. And it's going to be something new for everybody. September is it's bringing in something incredibly new. So it's really about latching onto that energy and trying to use it to your advantage. Sagittarius, August 2017. Okay. But yeah, once you guys get that balance, you can really create something incredible. And forget about the low vibe thoughts. Forget about being confused about it as well. Just let them go. You know, there's no reason to analyze them, because once you analyze, negativity spreads like a weed, okay? But positivity is stronger. So if you are going to analyze some low vibe thoughts, some low vibe situations, try and analyze it down to the bones where you find the love in it. Keep going down until you can find that silver lining. And it's always there. It is always there. I promise you that. If you need help, please email me or comment. But there is always a silver lining. It may not be visible right now, of course, especially when you're so close to the situation, but it's there. It's always there. And you, as a Sag, you know that. You're optimistic enough to know that there's always a silver lining. Okay. But it really is about moving on from those thoughts, moving on from that emotional pain, and realizing that it may seem that the grass was greener back in the day. It may seem like the grass was greener. No, it's all in your head. It's all your thoughts attached to it. We always remember the past way better than it was, and we always think about the future worse than it will be. We always worry or regret, right? So it's all about focusing on staying in the present moment. We need you Sages. We need you Sages to be positive and optimistic and expansive and adventurous and freedom loving. We need you guys, okay? Send out your messages, send out your texts telling people that you're back. You're back for fun. Okay. I'm actually going to get started on the reading now that every single card has popped out of the deck. Sagittarius, August 2017. Thank you. Okay. So given a lot though. You've been giving a lot of your creative energy away. You've been giving a lot of your creative power away as well. And that is to a soulmate relationship, or even to the idea of the soulmate. You're giving a lot of energy, a lot of creative power into this, into manifesting your soulmate, but you're kind of at a standstill, and now it's keeping you up at night. That new moon that just came in, that new moon in Leo, that put a lot of people's pride in check. So a lot of people were throwing tantrums. First of all, I definitely did. A lot of people throwing tantrums because they wanted attention. My niece has her moon in Leo, and she is like the embodiment of that Leo energy. And if she doesn't get the attention when she wants it and how she wants it, she'll throw a fit. So that new moon really brought in a lot of explosive energy if it was outletted in a negative way. And it's kind of forced you guys to shell back a bit, to go back into your hermit mode and to kind of do your own thing, because you'd rather spare your reputation as opposed to getting yourself involved in this Leo energy. Even though you guys are cousin signs, you guys are both fire signs, you guys are a little bit more mutable, right? The Leo is a little bit more fixed, but you guys are a little bit more mutable, where you're able to say, yeah, I have that angered me, or that got me excited, that energized me, but I can flow with it. Whereas the Leo energy came in with that same fire energy you guys are used to, but it was more fixed. And that's where there's some confusion, because it's like, usually I'm able to just let this emotion go, but for some reason that new moon really brought in a lot of intensity and latching onto that intensity. Okay, so definitely still relationship status has really got you guys down. Something in a partnership has really been messing you guys up. The majority of Sages that I know are single because they're freedom loving, right? They want to explore, they want to expand, and if somebody, a partner, can't accept that and accommodate that, a lot of the times the Sag has to kind of let go. So this is once again based on that partnership, that relationship with someone else that you care about. Pride and ego absolutely have a lot to do with this relationship. So either if you can get honest with yourself and strip away the layers and see that maybe this relationship is purely an ego relationship, it's just kind of there to boost the self-esteem for either party. It is feeling like it is boosting the self-esteem for the female side. Either there is something about you male sages where you kind of are at a heightened spot right now, and a partner wants to latch onto that because they know that you are on the up and up. For the female sag, it's knowing that you are on the up and up, so trying to latch on to somebody who can kind of lift you up a little bit higher. That's just my opinion though, don't get offended. So the obstacle and the aid is this overburden of not so much an overburden of responsibilities. Yes, you're thinking that you are completely overburdened in all these responsibilities to all this new work that you have to do, whether that does involve actual career work or this relationship work, right? So yeah, something has been quite the pain in your ass, just pinning you down. Just you just want to fly, you just want to get out there, you just want to explore, and something is really just pinning you down. This is an obstacle and an aid. So being pinned down and feeling uncomfortable about it is actually what is helping advance this partnership, this relationship. So either this person needs to know that you are able to be pinned down and you're not going to fly away on them in order for them to commit a little bit more, or you're realizing that being pinned down is not what you want to be, and then this partnership will slowly dissipate and you can get your freedom back. So it really is what you want to manifest, okay, Sag? Subconsciously, you know that a change is brewing. You know that it's going to be revealed to you pretty soon. And you know that that change is going to open up a lot of doors for you. It's really going to make a huge impact on your life, and with that change comes some decisions to make. Okay, so recognize that you guys probably in September. I know this is an August reading, but September really is the peak. So September is kind of like the volcano combusting. So this month you're probably just going to start to realize, okay, a change is brewing and I'm going to have to make a decision, especially when it comes to this partnership. So come September is when that's really just going to explode, and you're going to have to make that choice, okay, Sag? You are incredibly overburdened by that responsibility though. But it's keeping you on your toes. It's fun, right? Like this is life. Come on, let's laugh a little bit. Like, especially when it comes to love, we can have some fun. And you know what? You guys have been working really hard. You guys have been all work, no play. You guys have been working really hard on getting your power, on manifesting what you want in your world. You're still working though. You're still working. You are greasing the wheels. You are doing what you need to do in order to lock up some sort of empowerment, some sort of power. And stability, and kind of just you know that you just have one last kind of screw to put in there, one last thing that's just going to blow everything up. So if this partnership is really weighing down your ability to kind of expand and to create, like I said, recognize that it's all in fair game. It's all going to be balanced out in the long run. So do what you need to do. Get selfish, Sag. I know it's not like the best advice, but get selfish, okay? You guys have been really doing your own thing right now, and you've been really focused on changing your belief systems around what's been going on. So because of the confusion with these low vibe thoughts, it's almost like you really have to change around what you thought you believed. And numerology 2017 totally supports new beliefs. 2017 in general, I was just watching this movie the other day, or this show Ozark on Netflix, and she was wearing like a skimpy outfit, and her dad made a comment, and she's like, really, Dad? 2017, you can't be slut shaming. So it's really the Sages who remind us that we're in the new age. You can't make me feel bad for being me, and you won't make me feel bad for being me, and it is completely politically incorrect for you to even comment on anything that is not your business. And you're really realizing now that you're changing around other people's belief systems as well. You're really making them focus on on their past behavior, especially family and friends. You're really making them focus on their past behavior, and you're shining that light on them, saying, listen, especially when it comes to do with a partnership, a one-on-one relationship with either family, friends, or people, peers in general. But you're really making them realize like their past will always come back, and you need to redeem yourself and kind of cleanse yourself of those past actions. You don't need to be held to it and bound to it. For your family and friends, but you at least need to recognize that things have changed in our world and things have changed in our lives and in our relationships, where we need to recognize the past for what it is, leave it back there, but cleanse ourselves from it. Do you see what I'm saying? So hope and fear. This is like a really interesting card to have in your hope and fear section. So you hope to have the strength to kind of focus on your empowerment and maybe make that decision that you're afraid to make involving that partner, but you fear it. You fear what that strength is going to take. You fear what that strength is going to bring, and you also fear what that strength is going to be taming within you and your environment, right? Because lately, you guys actually have been growing a lot and manifesting a lot. And creating a lot of karmic bonds. Just be careful what you're doing though, because you don't want to be putting out too many cords and not cutting them off. So you're still attached to these people without letting them go. Even though you're physically moving away from them, you're still emotionally attached to them, and they're still emotionally attached to you. And that's how you get funneled in a lot of negative energy, right? If you haven't cut people off, they're still thinking about you in a negative way because you haven't transmuted that situation into something of love and acceptance and sent them off with love. They're still going to be sending you back some negative thoughts. And as a Sag, that's probably where your low vibe thoughts are coming from. You guys are so open and accepting that even any negativity that's being spread your way, you're pulling in without even necessarily knowing it, especially if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, because Pisces or any water sign is intuitive of those negative energies and positive energies, and will suck them in like a sponge. Okay, so recognize that you have a hope and fear of finding your strength. Unfortunately, the outcome card is going to leave you guys kind of feeling like out in the cold, out in the dark, especially when it comes to this change. You know that this change is going to force a decision making process on you, and the outcome is that if you don't make that decision fast, this is where you're going to end up, kind of just out in the cold on your own with this static understanding of what's going on and just no real control on that change and on that empowerment. If you do make that decision before things get like this to you, this could absolutely mean that this is what's going to happen to the people that that decision affected. So if you're willing to make that choice and either do a self-sacrifice where you're the one left out in this situation, or do what you need to do in order to leave someone else out. So it's really about figuring out if you want to be kind of selfish, which I personally support, because this is automatically a really selfish year. So this person, this is your spread, right? So this person, this could be how you feel you left them, but in actuality and in reality, this person could be absolutely fine. But recognize that this is the outcome when it comes to this decision that you want to make regarding a partnership and how you've been feeling regarding that partnership. It's going to lead to an overburden of responsibilities, but then in the long run, you will be completely settled and situated. You'll still be able to do that chameleon thing that you like to do so much, but you'll be doing it with more of your emotions intact. Okay, so Sag, that is all that I have for you guys for August. Like I said, I'm going to keep drilling it in. Comment below with your birth details or send me an email at beyondyoursunsign@gmail.com. Let's get deep. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's try and uncover some hidden motivators. Let's try and figure out what this change could be, and let's try and figure out which decision is the best decision for you. So I look forward to talking to you guys, and I will see you guys in September. Brace yourselves, okay? Bye, Sages.